I know what you've been saying. We want an RV for the family that's not gonna break the bank, but still has features and amenities that make us feel like we're at home. Guess what? I found it. This one is so fresh out the oven, I can barely touch it. Also, I'm not supposed to be here, but welcome to the brand spanking new Jayco Jay Flight SLX Sport 250BH. This 27-foot, 7-inch RV, which comes in at roughly 4,300 pounds dry, is a slideless barrier of entry breaker for the family that's been looking for their first RV. But they didn't want something that felt flimsy, and they didn't want something that looked cheap. Well, welcome to the Jay Flight SLX Sport. This beauty can sleep up to 8. Now, granted, there really isn't a lot of separation of space, but if you've been tent camping or never had an RV and you want to dip your toe into the water, this is a great one to start. Right in the back is where we're going to start with the double bunks. Now, what I love about Jayco's construction, a lot of manufacturers will make bunks, the double bunks, that'll be 300-pound capacity. Jayco makes them 600-pound capacity. So you can get 2 adults up here. It's plush, it's comfortable, it's sturdy. Plus, you got USB-C and A charging. You got a little LED reading light. And then down here, same thing, but you add a little window. And how about some storage space underneath that? So if you got the roller bags, you got the golf clubs, whatever, bam, great spot. But if you got the family weekend getaway, the family beach trip, or the ladies wine weekend getaway, the guys hunting trip, or the ladies hunting trip and the guys wine weekend getaway. Look, these are gonna be awesome spots for everybody to crash. Because if you're going out camping and doing a lot of activities, you won't need a lot of space to do things inside your RV. You just need to get cleaned up, thanks to the bathroom, where I have my shower. I got a tankless water heater in this bad boy too. And I got a skylight right here that gives me some additional headroom. Now I'm 6'2", I'm 200 pounds, but I got enough room in here to give me some space. I got my shower curtain to give me some privacy, the high-rise plastic bowl with the foot flush, and my shower wand when I want to get cleaned up. And let me show you the space that I got right here. Now, being the size that I am, I'm actually not too cramped. And you got to remember, this is a slideless RV that's only 27 feet, 7 inches. So what am I sacrificing? I don't have a mirror in here, but to be honest, if you've seen me camping, I don't want to see it either. So I don't need a mirror. You dig me? Exactly. Then I got my sleeping space. I got my cleaning space. What about my eating space? Let me show you. As soon as you step out of the bathroom, you're right into your kitchen area, where I have some glazed cabinetry with matte black pulls. Love the fact that we have that. It looks upgraded because it is upgraded. It's Jayco. They're going to give you some of the best you're going to find in the industry. Now, some of the things you're going to give up. Right over here on the kitchen, I got a 2-burner Suburban cooktop. Not bad if you've never had a freaking stove outside at your campsite, or if you've been tent camping, you probably had to do that anyway. The other thing is we have T-mold countertop. I'm not a fan of this, mainly because water can get in here unless you seal it extremely well. Other than that, you got a kitchen, you got prep space, you got a sink with a high-rise faucet, window, more storage up top, plus I got storage down here. I got drawers that are solid wood on full extension drawer guides with additional storage space, meaning they're stronger than most. And I got my microwave right here, and even a little spot for a doggy bowl, grab and go, whatever you need right there. Across from that is going to be my 12-volt fridge freezer combo, and I even have another skylight up above. Stepping into your dining area, this is where some of the additional sleeping space and versatility is going to come into play. So my jackknife sofa over here on the off-camp side, the thing that I like about jackknifes, one thing, you got additional storage space underneath. The second thing, you got a cup holder armrest in the middle. The third thing, they reduce out into a sleeping spot. Now, with a jackknife though, you can pretty much only sleep one adult. As you can see, with me being 6'2", 300 pounds, I can't fit 2 of me on here, mainly because 2 of me would be roughly 400 pounds. So good spot for one person, and even then you got to kind of curl up. But my dinette can easily fit 4 people, oversized, and I got to tell you, in slideless units, getting a dinette this size, usually it's smaller. So I'm digging it. The table is hooked up to the wall, but it does reduce down and sit on these little clamps down here, allowing this space to also become a sleeping spot. Now, I do have storage underneath both sides. I got the oversized window right there. I got my TV mount with my 12 volt as well as 110 connection. And I like that because sometimes some mobile TVs are 12 volt and not all manufacturers give you the 12 volt connection. Add that to the fact that this year, they also upgraded to the Coleman Mach AC. My controls right there. 13.5 BTU on your AC, 19K BTU on your heat. Got additional storage space there. These reduce down to give me some sleeping spots, but the thing I like about it, I have room to pass by if I need to get up and go to the bathroom, if I'm coming from my primary suite, which I'm gonna show you right now. And finally on the inside, that's where we have our queen bed up front. Now, this is a barrier of entry breaker, double for me, because some RVs in this price point will give you these little teddy bear mattresses that, quite frankly, aren't that comfortable. This is actually a 10-inch foam mattress. Add that to the fact that I have additional strut supported storage space underneath, and I got mirrored wards on both sides. I got a little shelf up here to put some pictures of my puppy dog, some pictures of some random people I've never met, and a cowboy hat that I found in the parking lot at the Texaco. But I can sit up and do some reading if I need to. This I really like because a lot of times the shelf is so low, you can't sit up. The only thing missing is some LED lights. I wish I had some lights here, but what I'll probably do is just get those little Velcro lights and put them up there. But I got USB charging over here on the campsite, nightstand space, and 110 plus ward storage space. Pretty sweet, right? For a family's first RV, gotta tell you, man, they're checking the boxes, and more importantly, they're making it look like it's not my first RV. Because if you're like me, broke as a joke and can't even pay for the choke, this is way nicer than what I would usually buy. Just saying. All right, now let's go outside. Now on the outside of your brand spanking new Jayco Jay Flight SLX Sport Edition 250BH, you're gonna notice one thing, the upgraded graphics package. So this year they went with a brand new exterior decor. You get a 12-foot awning, you get you some nice finished off storage through here. Right there you get a good shot of the timber core construction. Got your front stab jacks, got your steel step loading in. This is a double axle, so you got the Dexter Easy Lube axles on this, plus the extra wide berth. But one of the nice touches is a galvanized well. That's a very nice thing to have. Plus I got me some 110 power on the outside. Back of my Suburban heater, don't put your camp chairs there. Step past the sign, look, what'd I tell you? New floor plan. I'm not even supposed to be here. This is Jayco's homecoming. So I'm showing this to you before anybody else does because I wanted you to see it. Now I got storage under my bunk down here. That's the back of your tankless water heater. Rear stab jacks, 4x4 sewer hose storage, rear ladder prep right back there. The only thing I would say, so you see how that light is in the middle? Talk to your specialist at Camping World and ask them to go ahead and put a backup camera in there as well. Come around to the off-camp side, and you see this right here is where you have your terminations, AKA your dumps. Now your tanks on this one, you got 52, 39, and 39. It's your fresh, your gray, and your black. 30 amp plug right there, city water connection, and fresh tank fill located right there. You got sealed safety windows all the way around this beauty as well. And the other side of your pass-through storage right there with magnetic anti-slam luggage doors. They even covered the hinges for you, which is a very nice touch in this price point, mainly because a lot of times manufacturers will just leave them exposed. So the rain will cause that metal to rust, then all of a sudden you got streaks going down your beautiful baggage doors. And with these upgraded graphics on my aluminum siding, with it being the bright white, I don't want that. But probably the most important part of any RV is going to be this info panel. This is where you come to see how much does this coach weigh. So for example, you remember how this one is roughly 4,300 pounds dry? You're looking at roughly 6,000 pounds gross vehicle weight. What does that mean? That's the difference between what it has before you load it up and what it can actually have. You take that information back to your specialist at Camping World and you say, hey, here's where we're going to go camping. Here's how many people we want to go camping, and here's what we can tow. We get that information, we can find the RV of your dreams guaranteed. But 6,000 pounds gross, you don't need to upgrade your truck. And at 27 feet 7 inches, can sleep up to 8. this could very well be your family's first RV. Do me a favor, leave me some comments down below and let me know, what did you think of the SLX, the Sport Edition, brand spanking new 250BH, the Jayco Jay Flight. And while you're at it, also click like, subscribe, and notify so that when we do one of these, you're the first one to get it. And by the way, thanks for joining me for this. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the Jayco Jay Flight SLX Sport 250BH. I'm Chris Young for Camping World. I'll see you soon.